Gentlemen, welcome back to Starfire Stadium. The legend Matthew Drew Turner in the booth next to me. I'm Matt McCarthy as we get ready for the Chicago. Who the heck are we watching here, Mike? Phil, Jim, Bob, whatever your name is. No, it's the Chicago Lions versus the Austin Huns, and we actually have rosters.
It's a good start.
How about that, Matt?
Hey, we're getting there. It's a good start to this game. Looking forward to this one.
Matt, which team is in which color?
Austin is about to kick off. Chicago Lions are in the black. Their home kit.
We each have our own sheets. This is going to cost you extra.
Yeah, bill me later, please.
All right, we got Austin is in white, ladies and gentlemen, and in black is the Chicago Lions.
Yes.
Right? Showing Matt how to hold which in each hand. Then we switch them at halftime. All right, there's a choke tackle attempt on the restart by the Lions, and they take possession. They maintain possession, I should say. And Matt, do you know any of these guys? You played against any of them?
Corey Jones, number 13 for Austin Huns. I've played with him actually in the World 10s in Bermuda. So far, that's the only one that I can recognize from here. There's some crazy haircuts out there, so you know they're getting nice and close to me, and hopefully I'll be able to see their faces.
I can't recall. Were you platinum in the World 10s or were you down? All right, there's a big hit, a big crowd reaction. Referee pointing to his foot. It's going to be a penalty to the Huns, Matt Turner.
Yeah, great start up by Chicago there, showing their physicality as always. But unfortunately, the Austin's player won the race to the breakdown and forced a turnover.
So I'm not going to bring up, I know people telling me not to bring up this kick against Rugby United right at this very stadium. I'm not going to talk about it. Okay. Fair enough?
Yeah, it's okay. It's just one of those things, you know, you you say, hey, boys, I have a shot at this with all the confidence in the world, and you go and miss it, and then, you know, the people that forgive you are your teammates, and people that don't forgive you stand next to you in a commentary booth and bring it up.
And there's a whistle, which gives us more time to talk about this as we get our first line out of the match. But you brought up the World 10s because you were in perfect kicking from all different crazy angles in the World 10s, and you weren't even supposed to be playing, right? Sort of? But that's your MO. You think you're retired, or you're not playing, and you're playing everything.
Yeah, I learned this thing from the Suniola brothers, where they say they're retired so they can skip pre-season.
Yeah, we'll see all three of them next year.
Yeah.
Right? All right, but here come the Lions on attack. Does he have enough? Does he have Turner speed to turn the outside? No, not yet. The Huns trying a little bit of counter ruck, not going to work as the Lions hold on to the ball. No score as of yet, but that can change in a hurry in sevens. What's great is we don't have numbers on the players' names.
But luckily, this player doesn't have a number on his back, so you can call him whatever you want.
And we're going to know his name shortly after that try. It's going to become a household name. But he gets it right under the post, and it's not an automatic sevens as you have in Major League Rugby.
Nope, that's correct. We have to take the conversion out in front. By the looks of things, one of the try scorer himself needs a little bit of a break, so hopefully this kicker takes the full 20 seconds.
Taking that shoulder, getting that ball down under pressure. Extending to score that try, somebody lands on your arm.
It's not the way you want to start a tournament, that's for sure. Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, it looks like he did something serious to that shoulder, but let's hope not.
I'm glad he's okay, and it's a very unorthodox try celebration, but he seems to be running back to the halfway okay.
Take it all back. And the conversion is through the post and good. If there's anybody out there that knows the Chicago Lions that can tell us the numbers that coincide with these players' names, please tweet us now. There's a replay, Matt. And yeah, he hit that post as he put the try down. Padding or not, that awkward angle, that'll do it. There's the restart. And it looks like it's stolen by the Lions, but it's going to be a knock, or going to be a penalty. Offsides. Quick tap taken by the Huns. What do you see so far out of these two teams?
You can see that the Lions are playing an expansive game, trying to move it wide, sort of playing to their structure. Austin seem to be playing sort of one out at the moment. As I say that, they move it to the edge. Here we go. Here's the response.
That looks like number 15.
Jack Casey. Pronounced
What's a try?
KC. Exploiting that little gap, and at the end, defender stepping up a little bit too high, creating that gap for him to exploit, and he's gone all the way.
Selected as a college All-American in sevens in 2017. Nice try by Casey. You would have caught it.
Back in the prime, maybe. Today, I probably wouldn't let him run.
You know, you've been saying that you're old and slower since I've known you since like you were 22. So this is, nobody's buying it anymore. The conversion is good, however, and it's now 12-7, or is that 7-7? We're all knotted. We're all tied. Sevens is the game. 7-minute half, 7-on-7, and 7 on the scoreboard. Nice attempt at catching the Lions asleep by the Huns on that restart. Cheeky little restart there, right? Just quick kick up the middle.
Yeah.
That was deliberate, because we've seen some attempts earlier today that were kicks like that weren't deliberate, as far as I can tell.
No, I think teams are trying to outsmart each other at the moment. Obviously, day one's about finding your feet, and I think that's what both these sides are doing at the moment.
The Lions in black, the Huns in white. Chicago versus Austin. Claris Benas, or Bianis. Here comes on the outside. Here go the Lions again, and tackled into touch. Quick line out. That's not going to work. So Matt, would you put the ball down on your boot there, instead of tackling to touch?
Yeah, rule one of a winger in sevens is do not get tackled into touch. Two options there. Yeah, back your pace, put it on the foot as you said, chase it downfield, or as they call it on the edge, just pull out of the edge and put it back to your second, third attacker and bring it back to the other side, open up some space.
What if you don't like contact?
Probably pass it.
Don't get on the pitch.
It's a great ball there.
Carrot Top gets it outside. Does he have the wheels to make it? No, he's taking it to touch on a great tackle. Hold on, we had our referee whisperer say something. I didn't quite hear it in the background. Foul play indicated from the assistant referee, and do we have a card? There's a conference going on. You love those. High tackle and then maybe a tip into touch.
I think they were seeing if that was going to be if he was the last defender and if that should have been a penalty try. My understanding there was another Chicago player present, so I think the refs made a great call there and just gone with a yellow card and penalty. Austin really need to take advantage of this and go into the half with the lead.
So, all right, let's clear this up. So, Chicago's got a man in the bin, or no?
Yes, Chicago's got a man in the bin.
Okay, Chicago in black playing short-handed, ladies and gentlemen. The Huns with a man advantage, and they take advantage right away, wasting no time for the try. Oh, never mind, disregard all that. It's a forward pass. I hate when that happens.
Yeah, I think the difference between these two teams at the moment is Chicago's sticking their structure, working the ball left and right across the field, using their power runners on the edge to get some meters. Austin seem to be playing, it's horrible to say to this style, but it's a bit individual, trying to be over creative instead of moving the teams wide and creating the space up the middle. They seem to be going up the middle too early without earning the right and pulling defenders left and right.
You sound like you know a little bit about the game.
I've been fortunate enough to run around in a small pair of shorts on a field for quite a few years.
And I remember when you played for the Blitzbox Sevens.
Right.
From South Africa for years.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. He's putting a heartstring there.
Star for England rugby, ladies and gentlemen. Let me ask you this question because it's driving me bonkers. You're an England 7. You were an England 7 star. You made the transition to 15s, yada yada yada. But you're half South African, right? If you were playing for South Africa, does it bother you that they play as Team GB in the Olympics? Because it's an all-star team. And in the World Cup, if 15s was in the Olympics, do you think that Wales, England, and Scotland would form one 15s team without the rest of the world?
Yeah, it'd probably be called the British Lions, not the British and Irish Lions. It's just how it is. That's
the wrong.
It's just how it is. It didn't seem to help them this year. Maybe helped them in the previous years, but it's a setup of the Olympics.
You're an England player. You get boxed out of your opportunity to go play for gold because you got
a better player.
McDougall coming over from Wales.
Well, I think that just adds to the competitive nature of sevens, right? If you bring in three countries and building, as you said, an all-star team, there's going to be more competition. And as a sportsman, that's what you don't play the sport to
so the
compete.
skinny is that you're okay with it.
Oh, 100% okay with it.
You're okay with it.
I'm okay with it. I know Dan Norton's okay with it. So.
Oh, but Dan Norton's going to get the nod.
So that's because he's a good player and he's worked there. So a bit of a challenge.
Okay. All right, we can agree to disagree on this one.
Yeah, we can do that. That's
going to make this my last word. Just in rugby. I don't care about the other sports. But meantime, we got bigger fish to fry, and that is with the Chicago Lions and the Austin Huns. Nicely done there by Brendan Curl to use the foot. But he gives the ball back to the Lions on the restart. And the Lions are playing a man down. If you're just joining us here at Starfire Stadium, Matt McCarthy and Matthew Drew Turner, the rugby legend. And here come the Lions and scoring short-handed. That's the way to take care of a penalty, Matt Turner.
Yeah, I think that's a perfect answer for Chicago. Playing with 6 players, you can see they're still playing the same style of play, maybe a little bit more direct, sort of one in from where they would have had their extra number. And Austin can't seem to keep up with the physicality of the Chicago team. I'm pretty sure we're going to find out this guy can't kick, but we'll find out right now.
Yeah, you got this is the other thing about rugby.
It looked good from the foot, but it's gone wide to the right. Chicago's got to hold out for another minute, and they get their boy back out there. Again, we don't have the numbers, so I would love to give who the
call him Noah Brown in the 3rd slot because he's wearing number 3.
Okay, Noah Brown in the 3rd slot.
We apologize to the Brown family if that's not Noah. And there's a kick. Takes a good hop. There's Curl. That's Chicago on top. And he fumbles it away, a knock-on as he desperately had the opening. Brandon Johnson. Stars Rugby, Northeast Rugby Academy, and Beltway Elite, and all are sighing and gasping in frustration. He was trying to go put the burners on before he had the ball.
Yeah, I've been very impressed with number 10 for Austin so far. Try scorer as well. Conversion. Got the conversion in the first half. Brendan Curl seems to read the game very well. He's standing up in centre for Austin at the moment. That was a real great break from him. Unbelievable offload. Unfortunately, left the ball behind and couldn't take it all the way, as they say in American football.
Take it to the house.
Take it to the house.
All right, here are the Lions, and I'm going to try to get a quick credit. I think they are back at even strength, both teams. So I think I'm counting 7 and 7. And a penalty earned by the Lions. If you're Austin, you have to start making some stops here because you don't want to go down by 2 tries. And they earn the penalty. Like not rapping was the call. I'm interpreting our ref whisperers signals. He's hitting his ankle, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, it's just unfair. It's just toying with. But there's a kick at the touchback, Turner, and when that happens, you're the color commentator, so you're supposed to speak.
Oh, that's my mistake. No, again, Austin's got the ball now. They've got to make something happen here now. Again, a very passive in defense. They're lucky to get away with a bad play from the clean-out.
It was a little late hit. That was number 5 for Austin, taking that little quick pass. Chestnutwood with the Lou Stanfield mullet of years gone by. But there on the outside again is Brendan Johnson, who had a potential try trickle from his hands for the Huns. We're down by 5, and there's another turnover. And here comes the guy we're calling Noah Brown. Getting the ball out to his teammates, the Lions, looking to pad their lead. Another great tackle and a turnover in contact, but it trickles into touch first. The flag goes up, and it's going to be a line out to the Lions.
That is correct.
No, to the Huns.
That is not correct.
That's incorrect.
That is incorrect. Sorry, Matty. Obviously, the ball bounced out before the Austin player could pick it up. Oh no! See, one of those things that happen in commentary is you get the reversal.
That's the old reversal.
The old reverse reversal.
Lions. Anyway, whatever happens, the Lions have the ball, and they are in black. The Huns are in white.
I need a comment on number 5 for Austin's hairdo. That is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Richard Chestnut Wood.
And he's got a great name to go with it. Chestnut Wood.
Richard wants to be pronounced Ricky on his pronunciation. That's an interesting way to say Ricky. Richard Chestnut Wood. That is some of the finest hairdo. I'm sure the guys at Noodle Bags would love to see you after this game.
And he's not to be confused with Ricky Hatting, one of your teammates.
Yeah, not to be confused with Ricky Hatting. Unfortunately, Ricky doesn't have the privilege of having as much hair on top of his head as Richard does.
All right, getting back to the play, we'll get away from hairdos right now. It's been penalty exchanges, and now the Huns, and it's just back and forth pandemonium on the pitch. Penalty pandemonium. Look at there, there's another one. There's a push, just the old shove. You can't do that either. How about some discipline, Matt?
Yeah, it's got a bit loose at the moment. I think Chicago will be smart here, slow the play down, take the time up on the clock. They're leading with a minute to go. Back their set piece and get back into their structure.
That was like rapid fire, penalty, one team, the other. Now Chicago left standing right now with a 12-7 lead. Unofficially, a minute and change left in this one. 12-7 in favor of the Chicago Lions wearing black. They have the ball. There goes. Well done to hold on to it and keep the ball in a sea of white jerseys are the Lions. And looking to put the icing on the cake, the nail in the coffin, whatever you want to call it. And the Huns desperately need to turn the ball over. Lions being wise with the ball right now, and this is pretty much game over. This may be the last play of the game, Matt.
Yeah, Austin need to force a turnover here, but obviously keep it all legal. Win the race with number 2. Fortunately with a late hit. Ref Whisperer has taught me what that is. That means a late hit doesn't mean he's hugging someone.
Well, he could have been hugging him for the late hit. So, all right, so you just quick tap it, kick it out, right?
Yeah, take the win. Again, as you said earlier, it's day 1, trying to find your feet, get through these early games and find some momentum.
And there you have it, the Chicago Lions hold on. Despite a sin-bin yellow card, they survived that, and they scored during it, score shorthanded, to take the Austin Huns 12-7 here at Starfire Stadium. What do we have next? We're going to take a quick break. Don't go away. We'll be right back.